Hello guys and girls, it's me, Vital Buzz, and welcome back to another episode of Car Mechanic Simulator. In the previous video we left off with a blue saloon car that needed a lot of parts repairing on it. I did the recording for that and I encountered a few problems along the way, and in the end I just decided I wasn't going to put that video out because I was faffing around with a part that I couldn't find, and all I needed to do was remove a rubber bushing in order to install the new part that I bought. So anyway, I've left that video out, and I do apologise if you're looking forward to watching that, but trust me, there are going to be more interesting projects all along the way in this game. So you've not missed out on a great deal. What has happened though, we have upgraded our garage, so we have the repair bench now, so we can repair items with a realistic chance of succeeding. There is a small cost to repairing the items as well, so it isn't all free. There is also this testing area at the back, so this is an addition to our garage, a nice upgrade. So this looks all very clean and plush and very nice. So we are making some progress at least. Also, why I've brought you to this video here is because if I go to my inventory, scroll down at the bottom, I have two cases, which there will be some freebies inside that we can keep for future projects, or if we want to sell them, we can sell them, but I think we're going to be keeping them. Actually, I could do with selling that oil filter. Don't need that. That was from a previous job. So anyway, let's have a look inside these cases and see what we managed to unearth. There's always 3 items, that's all you get, it's just 3 items, but the 3 items that cost nothing, and the quality looks good as well. So we've got an exhaust manifold, a sway bar front end link B, a serpentine belt for a V8 OHV6 engine. So you never know when we might need those parts. They do come in handy at some point. And let's open up our second present and see what 3 freebies we have inside. It looks like a rim. Is that a water pump? Yes, it was. And a gearbox. Fantastic stuff. We love freebies. We love presents. But the ultimate present, the pièce de résistance, I've saved till last. We have a barn location map, and we are going to go and have a look and see what we can find there. So if we click on the location to the barn, the destination's been added to our map. We're going to have a little wander outside. I think we've also leveled up as well, so before we wander off outside, let's go to the toolbox and choose a skill point. Odds of successfully repair raised to 55%. I think that's just 1%, I believe. Let's unlock that. And let's head over to the repair bench and see if there's anything where we can repair. Indeed there is. We have a front drive axle G. Repair cost 9%. There is the risk, though, that this part will be permanently damaged and you cannot use it. It'll be gone forever. So let's see if there's anything that we can actually salvage from these parts that we've taken from previous jobs. Yes, we've managed to repair the part. The part's condition after the repair is 100%, so we can reuse that. Fantastic. The same again there. The wheel hub. We've managed to repair the part. The part's condition after the repair is 62%, so it's not necessarily forced to be fully repaired. Oh yeah, you do it in stages. Okay. 99, 100%. That's what we like to see. Oh, that part has just broken. That one has. Let's see if we can repair the radiator fan. So there was a few bits that managed to break towards the end after I was saying we were doing ever so well. So let's have a look at the bottom and see what parts we managed to repair. So we've got a few bits. I think there was a couple of rods, a sway bar that we've got. So everything here more or less is 100% apart from this drum cylinder. Is it worth actually keeping hold of that? No, I don't think so. they are relatively cheap parts. We can sell that. We don't actually get any money for that part. We've got a brake shoe there, 2 brake drums. Should we sell them? Yeah, let's sell them. Some of these are relatively cheap parts that you can keep anyway. We can sell that part as well. So we like to keep a stock of 100% parts. The front sway bar, that's 79% condition. We can keep that. Or is anything else? No, I think that's that. So that's everything there. So you can see that the repair bench can be quite useful because you can actually salvage parts that you wouldn't necessarily think of re-salvaging and being able to reuse on other vehicles, and it can save you a lot of money in the long run. Anyway, we've divvied a lot and enough in the garage here. We want to be heading over to this barn just to have a look and see what we can find inside there, see if there's any parts, and there's vehicles, which I think unfortunately we don't have enough money to actually purchase a vehicle. This will cost us $1,100. Are you sure? Yes, we would like to go and take a look. So the purpose of these barns are you can unearth hidden vehicles. Sometimes you can find something that's a bit of a bargain that needs a little bit of work doing to it, and then you can sell it on for a big profit, providing it doesn't need a great deal of work doing to it. You can find parts as well for certain vehicles, so if you're missing a certain part for a specific type of vehicle, you may unearth that particular part that you're looking for, so that is a bit of a bonus as well. So we'll just wait for the game to load up, and then we'll just have a little wander around. And here it is, here's the barn. There's 2 vehicles inside, so let's have a look at this vehicle here. Go to buy vehicle to check its condition and price. So this is a Bolt Atlanta. The interior condition's quite good. Frame condition's okay as well, that's reasonably good. The body condition's good. The global parts condition, 32%. So as you can see, a lot of question marks there. So we know what the some parts of the exterior condition is. So you can lift the engine up, you can actually examine the engine. Kind of. There's a bit of rust in that. So if we go now to the parts, see if any of the engine's exposed. The part condition, no it isn't. But the exterior condition looks okay. It looks all intact. All the panels are there. It doesn't look like anything's missing, although we can't see what is hiding on that side, but it looks like it's got both its doors. And they only want $13,000 for it, which unfortunately is outside our price range because we don't have $13,000. Let's have a look at this vehicle over here and see what we have. Again, it looks like all the panels on this one's intact. We have a boot. Let's check the engine. Oh, it's not too bad. Car batteries there as well. The engine's probably in slightly better condition than the Bolt Atlanta. So let's see what kind of money they want for this vehicle. Yeah, this is in much better condition. And it quite clearly speaks for itself there. I'd say if we had money in the bank, this might be a worthy project to take back with us. A nice clean up, get rid of the rust, a respray, work on the interior as well. You know, well, that could be a nice little tidy profit there. But unfortunately, we do not have the sufficient funds in order to purchase the vehicle. Let's have a look in the junk instead and see what parts we can find. So we've got a Sakura GT20 front right hand door. That might be worth grabbing hold of. So we'll pick that up. We'll continue searching around inside to see what else we can find. You never know, there may be more parts that we'll find. Generally I tend to go for green conditioned parts. Anything that's sort of orange and red I tend to ignore, unless my repair skills and abilities are substantially high, which at the moment not that high, I can say. There's not that many junk piles around, actually, for me to go and explore. It's just the 3. Oh, that's a bit disappointing. Anyway, what do we have here? The Delray custom right side mirror. As you can see, there's bits and pieces for all sorts of machines. That case will definitely take, because you never know what parts there'll be inside there. Should we take that right side mirror? Yeah, I think we will. So let's close that up. And I think that's all we can actually take away with us today, unfortunately. So let's, excuse me, let's leave the barn and see how much all them parts are going to come to. So we've got a case for $200. The GT20 front right hand door will be $164. I think that'll be a mega car if we can find a GT. Anything with GT on, you know it's going to be a special vehicle. A Delray custom right side mirror for $32. Yeah, we will buy those parts. Thank you very much. And let's head back over to the garage. We'll unearth what we've found inside the case. Hopefully we'll find something useful. Well, every part is useful, but something substantially useful. Okie dokie. Inventory. And let's see what goodies we have inside our case. Yes, please. And the case contents reveals the ignition coil, a camshaft, and a wheel hub cap. We'll definitely keep them. So how much is that part worth? That's 108. That's 208. So even if we sold these 2 parts here and that, those parts themselves have nearly covered the cost for our trip. How much is the door panel? So you see there, we've made a tiny little profit there. Albeit, it's probably about $100 worth of profit there. But you can see there's money to be made in going to these barn locations. Even if you can't purchase any vehicles and you just want to sell parts for profit, it is there. The possibilities are there. But I'm going to hang on to those parts because we will need them for the junkyard, because you never know when you require these parts for future projects. So, shall we get an order in? Got the Sakura Moon. That's a standard vehicle, isn't it? What's wrong with this? It looks like, well, the car's fine, right? There's a strange smell. Yeah, okay. This one we need to replace timing related parts. Fix and find any running gear problems. Okay. Car is hard to control, so that will be something suspension related. Control, car feels loose. Replace engine oil filter, and timing needs replacing. So I wonder if that means the timing belt. Engine power has failed. That one's gone. Oh, it hasn't. Engine power has failed. Fix and find all engine problems. That could be a big job. Controlling car feels loose. I don't really want a big job, seeing as if we're about 13 minutes into this video. Find and fix any running gear problems. Car's hard to control. Controlling car feels loose. So should we do, let's see what other jobs we've got. The engine is working, but it's choppy. That one's gone. No, it's this one. The engine is working, but it's choppy. Should we do an engine job? Let's do an engine job. You know what? We need to be a little bit more decisive in what is happening. So we'll try and get this job done quickly. Okay, let's pop the hood up. Check the car status. Part not discovered, so it's a single part. The engine is working, but it's choppy. Okie dokie. Aha, I think I may have identified the problem straight away. So you see that rusted part there? Those are the coil caps. I think they're called the coil caps. But anyway, that rusted part there, that will be probably the first thing I will check. So let's move the car over to the lift, jack it up, and we'll examine that part in question. Hopefully that will be it. Right. It's the engine ignition coil. Yeah, it is the ignition coil. It looks like that is the part that's in question. 15%. What is the spark plug like? 82%. So the spark plug is okay. Reinstall that. And now we need to buy another ignition head coil. Yeah, ignition coil, that's what it's called. Over to the main shop. Ignition coil. $57 for that one part. Ouch. Back over to the engine. Mount part installation. Ignition coil on. Let's see if that has fixed the problem. Indeed it has. A quick and easy $30 profit. And I think we can sell that coil as well because it's, yeah, useless. $35 profit. Thank you very much. Shall we have another quick look, see if we can find another quick job? So what's this? Poor brake performance, brake problems, poor brake performance. There's all brake related. Let's pick the Smith 1500 and see what the problem is with the brakes. And there we have it. Car status, part not discovered. Okay, so this is obviously something that is a worn part of the brake, obviously, because it says it's brake problems, but it could be a few things actually that's brake related. It could be the brake drum, it could be the brake disc, it could be the brake pad. I think there's a brake cylinder as well, so there's a few things that could be wrong. So the first thing we're going to have to do is remove the rims and see if we can spot anything on the inside that's amiss. It looks like the caliper is well and truly worn out. Yeah, the brake caliper, 9%. The brake disc ventilated looks worn as well. According to that, that's 55%. Is it really? It looks a lot more worn than that. That looks more or less completely rusted. So it's the brake caliper on that side. I've got a funny feeling the other part may be on this side. So let's remove the rim on the rear side, because usually we tend to put all the problems opposite way round. That brake drum looks okay. Let's just remove that just to see if the cylinder's okay in the brake shoe. Looks like it's fine. Yeah, those parts look okay to me. I'm satisfied that that's alright. Let's check the other rear side. On the opposite point of the vehicle. And see if everything's all hanky-dory over on this side. It could be just a front brake issue. So the actual drum looks okay. Yeah, the brake shoes look okay actually. They're not too bad. And the cylinder as well. So we know that the rear side of the vehicle is mechanically sound. Well, I'll say mechanically, but they're not really mechanical parts. They are mechanically assisted parts, as I call it. So we've got the caliper on that side that needs replacing, so it's all front end braking related. Quickly remove these bolts. and check the condition of this front brake disc, which I've got a funny feeling might be a bit shoddy, although that brake pad looks a little worn. Yes, it is indeed, it's the brake pad. And again, the brake discs, they look absolutely shot to pieces, covered in rust. So what we need a brake pad and a caliper. No problem, we can certainly do that. Head over to brakes, one brake pad, $38, and where's the caliper? Brake caliper, ouch, 71. Right, let's install the parts now. So attach the new brake pad. There we go. Fit the new caliper on, which was actually meant to be for the other side, but never mind, it can go there. Doesn't really matter. We only need the one part. Let's attach the other caliper. And that should be a job well done. Let's go and check the car status. Make sure that we have completed everything that's required from us. Brake caliper and brake pad, yep. And a tidy little profit to go with it as well. And there we have it. Job done. Another satisfied customer. So yeah, now that the time's rocked over to 22 minutes, I'm going to sell these parts. We'll check what and see what's inside our case, and then we'll call it a day. And I'll level my mechanic up a little bit more, so we get a bit further on, unless there's something interesting that I can show you. Oh, it looks like we have another barn location map. We'll hang on to that. I'm going to save that for when we have a little bit of money. And then we can go looking for some parts. And necessarily we could buy a vehicle as well. Interesting times. So yeah, I'll save that map for the next time, and I'll level the mechanic up a little bit more, get a bit more money in the bank, and we'll see if we can try and purchase a barn vehicle. How does that sound? So yeah. Give this video a like if you've enjoyed watching this this part of Car Mechanic Simulator, and don't forget to subscribe as well if you want to continue following my channel. Go check out some of my other videos as well. The GTA ones are particularly good as well. I recommend them, especially the car meets. So all's left for me to say now, ladies and gentlemen, is thank you once again for watching this video, and I look forward to seeing you in the next part of Car Mechanic Simulator. You take care, and as always, keep buzzing.